Okay, I would like to welcome everyone to this meeting of the Canyons Board of Education. And tonight is a special night. We are here for the oath of office ceremony of the Canyons Board of Education. And we extend our congratulations to Holly Nybar, Katie Dolly, and Jackson Lewis, the newly elected members of the Canyons Board of Education. Ms. Nybar was reelected to serve in District Number 7. Mrs. Dolly is the new representative for District Number 3, and Mr. Lewis is the new representative for District 1. And we welcome their friends, families, and supporters who are here tonight to witness this oath of office. And would also like to welcome legislator Clint Okerlund, and we appreciate him being here. We'd also like to welcome those who are watching on our CSD TV live stream of tonight's event. And the stream can be found on canyonsdistrict.org or on the district's YouTube channel. And a link can also be accessed by the link posted on the district's social media pages. Here to conduct the swearing-in ceremony is Troy Walker, the mayor of Draper City. And to begin our ceremony tonight, let's pay tribute to our symbol of freedom and justice, the American flag. The flag ceremony will be done tonight by the Acadians, the drill team from Brighton High School. Ladies, please present the colors. Okay, thank you. Please repeat the Pledge of Allegiance with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, ladies, and the Board of Education wishes you much luck in your upcoming drill team competitions. Tonight, we welcome Ms. Nybar, Ms. Dolly, and Mr. Lewis, and we look forward to serving alongside you in this noble endeavor of ensuring that every child in our community graduates college and career ready. We will now start the oath of office ceremony. After the new board members take their oaths, they are welcome to offer a few remarks. Mayor Walker, would you please step forward to conduct the oaths of office? And you are welcome to say a few words right now, Mayor Walker.
Be here and have this opportunity to swear people into what I think is the most difficult political job on the planet. So good luck to you all. No, it truly is a privilege and an honor. I was a new council member in Draper when we split. And so I was part of the whole entire endeavor. And I remember it with lots of stripes and fondness, and what a tremendous school district it has become. It exceeded all of our expectations and hopes, and it's just been tremendous. I think it's the best school district in the country. And it's just amazing to see it go like it did, and we all believed it would, but wow, it did. So it's my honor and pleasure to swear in new board members that are willing to do what I do truly think is a difficult political job. So Jackson, are you ready to go, sir?
Yeah, thank you, Mayor Walker. I will call each member up, and the first one we'll start with is Jackson Lewis.
All right, Jackson, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Jackson Lewis, having been appointed to the office of school board member of the Canyon School District,
having been appointed to the office of board member of the Canyon School Board.
School board member
School board member
of the Canyon School District,
of the Canyon School District.
do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey,
obey,
and defend
and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah.
and I will discharge my duties of my office with fidelity.
And I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Excellent. Do you want to have them sign right now or
Yes.
after? Let's turn this way.
Okay, congratulations, Jackson.
They wanted a
and
photo. Do you want it from here? Okay.
As soon as you sign that,
Jackson.
then you are welcome to give some remarks.
All right, that's good. And you can sign another one, and I'll notarize them when we're ready, and you can have a copy. All right, very good. All right, thank you.
And then do I take that?
Yeah, take that. Yep.
All right. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate having everyone here. I just want to say thank you to my incredible teachers who raised me and put me through school and helped me graduate. I want to say thank you to the people, the support staff who helped shepherd me through school. I want to say thank you to my parents and to my sister and to my high school friends who I could not have graduated again without. Yeah, just I'm so incredibly grateful, especially to the people of Midvale and Northern Sandy who elected me to this job. I'm eternally grateful. Thank you. And I'm just grateful eternally. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Jackson, and congratulations again. And next up is Katie Dolly, so please come forward.
All right, Katie. Repeat after me. I, Katie Dolly,
I, Katie Dolly,
having been appointed to the office of board member of the Canyon School District,
having been appointed to the office of board member of the Canyon School District,
do solemnly swear that I will support,
do solemnly swear that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and that I will discharge my duties with fidelity.
and that I will discharge my duties with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And your photographer. Sign them both right there.
Superintendent Robbins, board members, administrators, teachers, staff, community members, family, and friends. I'm humbled by this opportunity to work with and to represent you on the Canyon School Board. I'm grateful for the legacy of the school board members that have gone before me and the great work that they have done to this point. Canyon's district is exceptional, and I'm excited for the opportunity to work with our amazing administrators, teachers, and staff, because they're doing great work each and every day in our classrooms. A month before I turned 5 years old, I moved to Oregon to live with my grandparents so that I could start school at an earlier time than was allowed where we currently lived. And at the time, my grandfather was the superintendent and my grandmother was a teacher. And from that early age, I learned the importance of the quality public education and all the time, effort, and energy that goes in by our administrators, our teachers, our staff, and to providing an education for students to help them to succeed and be successful to their fullest abilities. My mother was a teacher while I was in middle school and in high school. And again, I spent many evenings, weekends, helping with various projects, working with her colleagues, and again, understanding the great work that is done in our schools. Our education system is the foundation of our society now and in the future. And it's important that we all work together as parents, teachers, community members to provide a quality education for our students, to help them succeed to their best of their abilities. Thank you for trusting me to serve in this capacity, and I look forward to the continued work that we will do together.
Okay, thank you, Katie, and welcome to the Board of Education. And now, next is Mrs. Holly Nybar.
I, Holly Nybar,
I, Holly Nybar,
having been appointed to the office of board member of the Canyon School District,
having been appointed to the office of
board member
board member
of the Canyon School District, do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey,
obey,
and defend
and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and that I will discharge my duties with fidelity.
and I will discharge my duties with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Two.
Thank you, Mayor Walker. He's a great support to our school district. Well, it's been a good 4 years. We've accomplished a lot in Canyons. A few things that I'm especially happy about. We've been able to raise teacher salaries a few times since I've been on the board. We've been able to really have a commitment for high quality learning and engaged learning. We developed a strategic plan that's kind of become our North Star as far as the goals for the future and looking towards how best to help our coming generation of students. I think all of us here today can think of a favorite teacher or a teacher that was impactful in our lives. Maybe someone who taught us something that we didn't know before or encouraged us to maybe realize that we had it within us to do something hard. I remember a few of those teachers that I had. I had a 4th grade teacher that she was talking about the history of the state of Utah, and we were able to make homemade butter in her classroom. And my favorite thing about her was she was from, I think, Michigan, and she would always say bag for bag, and the color white was white. And she was an older woman, and she'd had a hip replacement. And the thing I'll always remember about Mrs. Johnson is the way she made me feel. I felt like I was her equal and her peer, and I loved that. In 6th grade, I had Mr. Edwards, and he was a great dynamic teacher, and he'd actually been in films and movies. And that's when I started probably my first experiences with theater. I did a lot of theater growing up, and he was my director, and he was a great man. I think all of us can think of those teachers that made a difference in our life. And one of the most amazing things about our state, of course, our state's gotten a lot of recognition, especially lately, for the condition of our economy, for how we were able to handle COVID and keep our schools open. And I would submit to you the reason why our state is so great is because public school is the school of choice for most Utahns still. And if you travel around or you live in other states in America, that's not the case. And that's what makes us so special and unique, I think. One of the elementary schools I represent, this year within the first 5 weeks of school, they had 64 newcomers that have come from, most of them, foreign countries, a lot of them needing translation services. I think as we look at the new dawn of our state, that we're seeing a lot of change. We're seeing a lot of influx of people coming from other areas. And I think the most important thing is for us to band together. Sometimes, in fact, just the other day I was talking with some mothers, and the mother said, I've got this span of children that lasts 15 years, and the elementary school is so much different than when my older kids were there. In fact, there's, a student that speaks Russian, and she was talking about the differences. And I think the most important thing we can do as a state is solidify our public schools, keep them strong, keep everyone immersed, and extend that love that can help us all feel unified so that all our ships rise. There's a book I've been reading called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. And there's a quote in there that says, "When have you been at your strongest?" the boy asks. And the mole says, "When I have dared to show my weakness." Sometimes with all the challenges we face, there's weak spots. And, it's my privilege to know and love a lot of parents and families in my district. And I get a lot of phone calls about challenges and struggles. And I always like to describe Canyon School District like it's a big, long bus. And sometimes to pivot, we got to turn that bus around, and it takes a while. It's, maybe a little longer than a 3-point turn. There's a quote in one of my favorite books called The Boys in the Boat that says, "It's hard to make that boat go as fast as you want to. The enemy, of course, is resistance of the water, as you have to distance the amount of water equal to the weight of men and equipment. But that very water that is the resistance is also what supports you. And that very enemy is also your friend. So is life. The problems you must overcome also support you and make you stronger in overcoming them." I think we should never underestimate the lasting influence a teacher has in the life of a child, nor a student in the life of a teacher. I have some past students that are very meaningful to me, and I'm always very excited when I run into them or I'm able to reconnect. I'm so grateful for the excellent teachers and staff in the Canyon School District. I'm in awe of not only what they do, but how they do it. It is a privilege to rub shoulders with them. That book, and it recently became a film, The Boys in the Boat, that story is so inspiring to me. There it was during the Great Depression, 1936, and here's this obscure rowing team from a mining and farming town, and they traveled to Germany to participate in the Olympic Games, and they came from very little. They were working class boys. They didn't hardly have any money. They had to raise it to get there. And when they looked at their competition and they saw how much better equipped their competition was, they remembered the experiences and lessons they learned together as a team, and they called it the swing. There is a thing that sometimes happens that is hard to achieve and hard to define. It's called swing. It happens only when all are rowing in such perfect unison that not a single action is out of sync. Rowers must rein in their fierce independence and at the same time hold true to their individual capabilities. Races are not won by clones. Good crews are good blends. Someone to lead the charge, someone to hold something in reserve, someone to fight the fight, and someone to make peace. No rower is more valuable than another. All are assets to the boat. But if they are to row well together, each must adjust to the needs and capabilities of the others. The shorter armed person reaching a little farther, the longer armed person pulling in just a bit. Differences can be turned to advantage instead of disadvantage. Only then will it feel as if the boat is moving on its own. Only then does pain entirely give way to exaltation. Good swing feels like poetry. Against towering obstacles, this team found perfect swing and won. And I believe we can compare this to our school district. We are together in this boat. We have differences. We're diverse. We have different challenges, but we all have that resistance in the water, and we're all working together towards something that's greater than ourselves. And as we work together and find our swing, we will find that the world is bigger than just us, and that it's bigger than the process of the struggle itself. I've seen that in our school district. I've seen that in our schools, and I've seen that in our community. I hope we can always offer compassion and patience. Education without compassion is not going to make a difference. But as we offer compassion and live, I know even though growth is messy, that if we keep rowing, that in the coming years we can find our swing and it will feel like poetry. Thank you.
Okay, Okay, thank you, Holly, and congratulations on your reelection. And now, could we just give one round of applause for all three of our new board members? I want to thank Mayor Walker for being with us tonight, and we really appreciate him administering that oath of office. And please accept, we have more Canyon swag for you. I see you're wearing a tie, which I'm very impressed with. We got some more stuff for you. And I know you have a city council meeting, so if you need to go, just feel free to go. We're gonna keep going a little bit longer. So now I'd like to ask Dr. Robbins if he would like to say a few words.
Thank you, President Schill. Thank you, Mayor Walker. He says he only wears a tie once in a while, so this is a rare occasion we caught him tonight. Thank you. It's an honor to be here with all of you tonight, and I first want to congratulate Katie and Jackson and Holly, and just really appreciate all that you've done to get to this point. Congratulate your families. Thank you for being here. And I just want to make a few short comments. Really, all that needs to be said has been said. It's a really great evening tonight. But I want to just direct my comments really to the young people that are in the room, and really look and just think about the process tonight that you're part of. And I hope you'll remember this for a long time. When you think about, a few of the hallmarks of American democracy and this thing called peaceful transfer of power and how elections work, this really is what it's like to be an American. This is what we fight for. This is what we protect. And so I hope you young people are watching tonight and thinking about your future and what can be and what possibly can be. It never gets old seeing this ceremony take place every single year and being part of something that's so special and so cherished and so honored in our democracy. And so I hope you'll just soak it in. I hope when you leave, you'll take a minute to ask your parents or your family questions about, what you saw tonight, because this is what we do in this country, and this is what makes this country great. So I just want to mention that. Lastly, just want to thank our current board members and our board members and our past board members that are here tonight. Nancy Tingey's here as well. I just want to thank you for all that you do. There's no greater example of what it means to be a servant leader. They don't do this for money. They don't do this for the fame. And as Mayor said, they certainly don't do it, for easy decisions. These are some of the most difficult, trying times that we live in, maybe unprecedented in the history of our country. And so the courage and the heart that it takes to run, as you know, and to put yourself out there in the public, it kind of goes back to President Roosevelt's speech about man in the arena, right? That you're willing to kind of get dirty and get dust on your face and get to work. But when you're talking about, dedicating your service to what's most precious, and that's our children. So I thank you, applaud you. I'm here to serve. You see many of our administrators are in the room. And we stand ready to continue to carry on the great vision and work in Canyon School District. So welcome to Canyon School District family, and we'll get to work.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Robbins. Okay, as we start this year of 2025, we just want you all to know that we are excited to get to work on behalf of the students of the Canyon School District. And we've organized a reception right now for our new board members, so please stay and enjoy some refreshments. After the reception, we will get right to work, and we have a meeting that starts at 6. And of course, you're always welcome to stay to that. So thank you all for being here. We appreciate it. And I will now close this meeting. Thank you.